Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog with me and Alicia.
Hello.
Today we're actually going to follow up on our previous vlog where we talked about how to get more subscribers for your blog. One of the main points that we had in that video was to create quality content. So today we thought we would just expand a bit more on that topic. So Alicia, what do you think is a good way to create quality content?
Something we've kind of, I think, touched on a little bit before is everything you're putting on your blog should definitely be something you're interested in or passionate about.
Yes.
It's so much easier to write about things that you love, and it really comes through reading blog posts. You can usually tell if this is something the person's really excited about.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing that we think is important is to have a really clear idea of what you want to say before you start writing, so that you don't end up spending hours on writing a blog post that really could have taken you 15 minutes. Just have a very clear idea of the message that you want to send in that particular post.
Yes. Another thing along those same lines is it sometimes helps to keep it to one topic per post. Which that can get out of control if you don't sort of have a plan. You might think, oh yeah. But you can put together maybe 3 really good quality posts with your 3 topics that you really want to talk about.
Yes.
And each can then have their own pictures and be a little bit more exciting.
And you can post them all on the same day if you want, or space them out. I prefer to space them out because then that gives you a little bit of breathing room. But yeah, I find that when I come across blog posts that are just like this huge post and extremely text-based, and it just goes over a bunch of different things, it has my head a bit spinning, and I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, and some people do love the really texty, like word-heavy posts. For me, I'm kind of the same as you. I really like just looking at pictures and reading a little bit here and there.
Yeah, and the thing to keep in mind with all of these suggestions is that they are just suggestions, and they're just our opinions. So we're not like blog police. We don't make the rules.
We didn't go to blog police college.
Although we did think about starting one, because that's a pretty big moneymaker.
I think so. You could do well.
But yeah, this is all just opinions. So if you're looking for some opinions, we got them, and we're sharing them right here. Another thing that can be helpful in creating quality content is just being brief. To not repeat the same thing over and over again. That can help. Makes it a lot more readable.
Definitely. Yes. Using really eye-catching imagery, and as much as you can, trying to use your own photos.
Yes.
I love using my own photos. It's made me more aware of like taking my camera places, and maybe I'll be able to get a good photo for a post later on, and you might end up sort of building up your own little stockpile of images, and then you don't have to take a picture for every post because you already have it somewhere. I'm distracted by a kitty.
And if I find, like, I have used other people's images to illustrate a point of a post in the past, and I'm not opposed to ever doing that again, because if you're writing a post that's sort of off the cuff and you don't have an image to go with it, I think that's okay as long as you source it properly. But there is something about having an image of your own to add to that blog post that feels good.
Yeah.
It just makes it feel like wholly you.
Yes, and it, like we were saying, I like looking back on them and saying like, oh, I really like that picture.
Yeah. To take some time to think about the general mood that you want to set with your blog and keep that in mind when you're writing. Now, we do kind of contradict ourselves on this topic. It is nice to have a general mood of your blog, but don't feel like you can't ever break out of that mood or that role or persona. We're not saying be fake, but it's just have some consistency, but it is okay to step out of that every once in a while.
Definitely, yes. And something that helps with that is planning in advance your posts. It helps you with, creating sort of a consistency and making sure your posts are really sort of nicely spaced. They have a good variety, they flow well together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, planning has helped me so much in blogging, for sure.
Yes.
It makes it way more enjoyable.
Yes, for sure. And it makes it much less stressful and less of a burden because you know what's coming and you know what to prepare for. And the last thing is that it's sort of an obvious one, but a quality post always trumps quantity. So don't feel like you need to pump out a ton of posts every day, every week, that sort of thing. Just do what feels right. There is no rule about how many posts that you have to do. So, yeah.
Do good ones.
Do good ones.
Do
Super
good
awesome
stuff.
ones. Again, if you have any tips on what helps you create really good content or content that you feel really good about, it would be wonderful to hear what you have to say.
Or blogs, like examples of blogs that you feel are really good at sort of pumping out good quality posts that you enjoy reading.
Hopefully those are helpful, and we will see you again soon.
Bye!
Frankie says bye!
And relax. Welcome to another edition of Blogger's Blood. It is hard.
Be brief.
Make sure you're brief and to the point.
Yeah, and just be short, you know?
And don't say the same thing 3 times. And just be really succinct. Choose your words wisely so you don't have to write a lot. You get your point across with fewer words.
That's right.
And just do it briefly.
Yeah, quickly.
Really fast.
Short. Shall we do that one again?
I should do something funny right now.